Hello, everyone. Stacy Mayer here from Stacy Mayer Coaching. I help corporate women get promoted into higher level leadership positions quickly. Woo! I am having successes right and left. I just had a woman get promoted after only 3 coaching sessions into an executive position. She paid for her coaching out of her, this is such a great success story. I can't help but share it with you. So I'm just going to share it real quick. She paid for coaching out of her pocket. She invested in herself. Her boss was so impressed by her initiative that not only did they decide to reimburse her for her coaching investment, but they told her that she was going to now be sitting in on the executive level conversations. Oh my goodness, incredible, incredible. This is how we start being seen as a thought leader today. So I am coming to you because I went to a networking event last night in San Francisco. This was hosted by Workwell, which is an amazing organization that helps job seekers land the dream job that they've always wanted. And I was super impressed by them and their offerings. And this particular event was called Networking from the Couch, How to Create LinkedIn Strategies, which is always really amazing. And I'm obviously not looking, I'm not a job seeker, but I'm looking for opportunities for my clients and inspiration for my clients so then I can help them reach their fullest potential. So this was an opportunity for me just to show up, to share more about what I'm doing and to absorb, to listen, to see what's out there. And we did an icebreaker exercise at the beginning that was super, super fun. It was actually my favorite part of the whole evening, which is a good thing for presenters to remember, is that people love interacting with other people. And I think that this particular organization knows that, which is why they started off the evening in this way. So we got in a circle and we had to answer 3 questions about ourselves. And it was the second 2 questions that really made me take note and made me want to share this information with you. So the second question was, what inspires you? And I just said the first thing that came to my mind, and it was my clients. And I realized, I was like, it is so true. My clients inspire me to show up in a bigger way. They inspire me to reach more people, to help them reach their potential. So when my client has a win, like this woman is getting, now she has a seat at the table, people, this is huge. It makes me want to do more. It makes me want to do more Facebook Lives. It makes me want to tell more people. It makes me want to go get more clients. So I couldn't help but share this. And the interesting thing I noted was that her face just totally lit up. She was so inspired by my inspiration of my clients and was so intrigued. But the other thing that this answer did, and like I said, I was doing it subconsciously, but now you can do it consciously, is that it set me up for the work that I do. So not only was I saying who inspires me, I was actually saying to her about what I do. So essentially I was answering the question, what do you do, right? Which is the question that so many people fear at networking events because they don't want to come off as cold or sound like stupid, or maybe they hate their job and they don't even want to talk about it and say what they do, right? So then it tied it into like actually just seamlessly me talking about the work that I do. And it obviously came from a truly authentic, organic place. So the third question, and now this one was so good, and I didn't really realize it, right? I realized it when the person that I was talking to responded, and then I saw, oh my gosh, he could answer this question so much better. So this is my coaching, this is my real advice to you, is how he could have answered this question better. So here we go. So and if you have any ideas, write it in the comments. Tell me about how you think he could have answered this question better too, or if you agree with me. But the question itself was, what is the best career advice that you ever received? And I responded with some recent networking advice that I had received from my mentor about networking is not to get something from people. And I've done actually a Facebook Live on this, and I can include that in the comments. But it's such a key frame of mind when you go to these networking events, to just show up and use it as an opportunity to practice your personal mission, to practice believing in yourself more. And it's not to get something from other people or to meet 6 people who might be potential job offers, right? Eventually further down the line, or potential clients in my case, but more to just show up from a place and practice what it is that I say about what I do, and you know, and literally like practice this conversation, right? So I was just sharing with him, you know, this philosophy that I had learned, and he was totally impressed. Like, he was like, wow, tell me more. What does that mean? How can I use it? And we were talking and going back and forth. And so now he understands that I'm a coach. He knows what I'm doing. He knows about the work that I do, and he knows a little bit about my philosophy. So essentially, I'm being seen as a thought leader in that icebreaker, in that moment, right? So this is where the shift really happened, right? So this is the promise that I had to you, that I was going to coach him through this Facebook Live, right? I don't even know if he's going to watch it. I connected with him on LinkedIn, so maybe he will. But on how he could have answered the question better. So his response was about workflow. So he was literally talking about a specific workflow system, like how he sets priorities and deadlines for himself. And it was fine. It was a good system. I could tell it mattered to him, and it helped make him more productive at work, which is all good stuff. But the part that was a challenge was I didn't learn anything else about him, right? And so we always want these networking events to be about learning about both ourselves and others. And so how he could have answered this question differently is to use it as an opportunity to talk about what he's actually doing in the moment. So I think he's looking for a job, and he could have said something like, well, I've been looking for opportunities in the nonprofit sector in XYZ field, right? And so he could have said something like that. That could be the lead in, so that it gives me a little background about who he is. And then obviously he's meeting with lots of people. So when we think about what's the best career advice, well, he's probably getting a ton of it right now, right? So in this moment, he could say something like, the best career advice that I've been given like last week is somebody told me to do XYZ. You know, Stacey Mayer Coaching said that I should show up and actually share my story at networking events, right? That's pretty good career advice. So anyway, something, just whatever means something to him, whatever feels powerful to him, but also ties in and uses it as an opportunity to actually share his story. Now, so this was a networking event, but I think that you can use this even in your own companies. So we all have these meetings or day-longs or offsites where we have to share or do an icebreaker or meet with another team or something like that, where we do these sort of mediocre exercises. And I think most people check out when they do them. They do not use it as an opportunity to practice what their passion is, to practice what it is that they want to share and offer in the world, right? So we don't want to go for a promotion just from ego purposes. I mean, most of the women that I work for, they would say, it's not about the money. It's not about the money or the title. It's not about the money or the title. So what is it about? Right? And so it's about the greater impact that you can make on your organization. And so we need to practice what that impact could look like. And you can do that by answering a simple question like, what inspires you? What's the best career advice you ever received? So any of these icebreaker questions can be turned into an opportunity to share your story so you can start being seen as a thought leader today. Now, if you're not sure what your story is, you still feel really stuck, if any of this resonated with you, but you just want to dig a little bit deeper, then I would like to offer a free discovery call with you. We'll hop on the phone for 50 minutes and we will talk through what you feel like your biggest challenges are right now, what is keeping you from showing up in this big, powerful way, and ultimately map out a plan for you to get the promotion, the recognition, and the salary that you deserve. So go to staceymayer.com/apply. I'll also put the link in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.